You're now watching a clip from the Inspired by show. You can watch the full episode on our YouTube channel or listen on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. So make sure to head over there, leave us a 5-star rating if you enjoyed it, and follow the show. Often when you're stuck in what I would call the trenches, everything feels like it's pulling you down. And then when you start getting lighter, things just start to click into place, don't they?
Yeah.
Because I believe it's mindset and we open our minds and everything else. But a lot of people feel like it's then once you've fixed the shit, it's a straight and narrow.
No.
Which it never is, right? And I get a bit frustrated when I hear people go, yeah, it's all been perfect since then. But Vic, I love your honesty. So I'm curious, what would you say has been the biggest challenge you've had since becoming an oracle and really opening your mind to all of this?
For me, the biggest challenge is turning it into a business that just works for itself. It's like, I can't explain to you. Every day I feel like I'm being tested every single day. But what I do know for sure is when you find your purpose, that's just the beginning. So if anybody's coming to me to think, oh, well, help me find my purpose and then life's going to be perfect, just don't bother coming, because the job I do is help you find your purpose and then help guide you through so that you don't self-sabotage, because it's so easily for you to go, I'm done. It's so, like, I was on the tube today coming here and I said to you, I fell asleep on the tube because I didn't realize how tired I was. Like, my body just went, a few minutes where I don't have to switch on a computer or speak to anybody. The challenge is having to grow this thing to something that can be sustainable for people, and also to create a legacy even when you're not here, for people to be able to sort of like go, do you know what? I'm going to go back and listen to what Vic told me, or what guidance Vic gave me, or or be able to work with Vic at some point. All that information and collecting it is a lot of work. And when you're doing it on your own, it takes its toll on you. So that, for me, that's the biggest challenge, but also remembering why you're here. That, whilst I never forget it, sometimes there are little reminding. So for example, I was today on the tube, I can't remember, something clicked, and I have a free group. And I was like, when was the last time you did any healing in there? And it's not about necessarily doing healing and taking people's physical pain away. It could also be emotional pain. Now, I do talk on there quite a bit, but I talk on there and I was like, oh, maybe you need to just change a bit of the tone there slightly. Just those little reminders, are so good, because the challenge is hitting the right spot all the time. Now, somebody could say, well, if you've got your intuition, why would you need to figure that out? I'm a human being. And whether you like it or not, life happens. And when life happens, even though you're busy helping people, sometimes it's easier not to help yourself. So sometimes you're using your head to do the things that to solve issues, and you might miss a point. So it's always nice to actually come back to yourself and just remind yourself that, remember why you're here. You're here to heal the world one person at a time, so that they can really connect and embody their intuition and purpose, so that they can have a life of wealth, whether it's physical, emotional, psychological, whatever that looks like. That's why you're here. So everything that you say, everything that you do, how you act needs to embody that. But remember as well that you are human. So you're allowed to make mistakes and you're allowed to have fun. You know what I mean? So for me, those are the challenges.
Yeah.